What if this existential dread, but I paid $70 to feel it? Oh, wouldn't that be exciting? Hey, everybody, I'm Amy Newman.
And I am Chris Carr, and we are Two Filthy Casuals.
And we know that getting into a new fandom can be intimidating with all the gatekeepers out there.
It sure can. And that's why on this podcast, we always have a super fan come on, or one of us talk about something we are loving. That way you can learn about a fandom, ask your questions without judgment, and dip your toe in. And today, Amy's taking the reins. I don't even know what we're talking about.
I'll give you a little hint. Boo.
It's going to be spooky?
It's going to be spooky. I'm surprised you didn't catch on. I'm wearing my...
You usually do a theme. You like a theme outfit.
If I have it.
Yeah.
If I
love
have
that.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a thematic kind of gal.
This is very true.
I just want to talk about how I think it's just like a really good time to be a horror fan.
It really is for you guys.
It really is. We're like eating good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You're thriving.
Which, okay, first thing I want to discuss.
Okay.
I think general concept wise, Halloween's like kind of becoming the new Christmas.
Vehemently disagree, but that's because I'm not a spooky girl.
But just in terms of how much it's like creeping up and how big it is and how much it's
countdown to it.
Yeah, it feels like Halloween used to be like a couple weeks in October.
Sure.
Like it was cool. Now it's like really widely accepted that you start in September, and honestly, it's creeping into August.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Disney park Halloween events start like this week.
Yeah. I'm excited too because I'm not going to be blacked out anymore, so I can go back.
I'm Chris. I'm $1 million.
$1 million.
And I can go to Disneyland.
And literally, Logan took his True Noir money and was like, I'll get us Disney passes. I was like, thank you.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. We'll never renew.
But yeah, it's like it's creeping earlier. It's just a bigger thing. It's a bigger. It didn't used to be this amount of an industry. I mean, there was love for horror, but I don't know exactly what to pin it on. But
yeah,
when it's sort of and maybe it was partly that I was young, but it now just feels like there's such a wide. Like, it used to be like, oh, there's like a little bit of kid-friendly, like spooky stuff. Mm-hmm. And then there's like horror movies.
Sure.
It just feels like now. I saw something talking about how even just talking about like things like Stranger Things and things like there's all this stuff that's like horror, but not terrifying. And like younger people are getting into horror. Mm-hmm. Also, someone was talking about like, I think it's partly just that the world. And people like an outlet. Like the worse things are, the more people turn to things like horror movies to kind of process some of that.
Sure.
Because horror movies are often, and I feel like recently very much so, but have always been, an outlet to talk about harder topics.
Mm-hmm. And a safe place to experience that fear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did I talk to you on this podcast about the concept of zombies versus vampires?
I think we did at some point, early days.
Cliff Notes is basically, there's a theory that when, the Democratic Party is in power, zombie stuff gets more popular. Vampire stuff gets more popular because it's this idea of like, it's very like European coded, like sexual, very like that idea of like sexual deviancy and like stuff that the general populace might associate negatively with like, that ideology versus when the Republican Party is in power, it's more that fear of like zombies. Like zombie stuff comes into vogue because it's, kind of big, unthinking masses. Mm-hmm. Much to think about. Not to get political, but horror is often inherently political.
Yeah. Movies are. I'm going to be this person for a second. Inherently, everything is.
Yeah.
Inherently, everything is.
Yeah. And horror is often... when it's done well, sometimes it's just fun and silly, and sometimes it's very much a reflection of our world and processing ideas and processing the things that scare us and worry us. So
absolutely.
Yeah. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about how we've been eating good.
Yes.
Movies. Good year for movies.
Very good year for you
Sinners.
guys. Sinners was so good.
Which, again, you want to talk about horror that has a little more mass appeal. Mm-hmm. Of like, you're not going to go see Weapons.
No.
But you did go see Sinners.
I did, and I loved it.
And it does walk that line really well of, it is a horror movie. It's very much a vampire movie. Mm-hmm. It's not if someone's like, I don't like horror, could I handle this? The answer is maybe.
Yeah.
And like maybe give it a watch because it's really good.
Mine is always, I can watch this. I can watch this. And like the eye stuff in Stranger Things makes me feel bad in my tum-tum. I can watch Sinners with a couple like, oh, moments. You can get through it.
But yeah, I know I'm certain that's Ease End will stay on many people's top of the year list.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic film.
I think that's the best movie that's come out this year. That's probably my favorite film.
Mine too. No, and again, like great, broad, like widespread appeal on that. We're getting sequels. We got 28 Years Later.
Oh, that's right. Did you like it?
I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
I only saw the first one, and then I think I was just really busy when it came out. I never saw the second.
The Weeks one?
Yeah. Sometime. I like zombies. It's not like my go-to.
Okay.
That's not a political statement. That's just... and then we got Mathregan 2.0. We got the second Megan, which was like more action than horror.
Yeah.
But
leaning into some of the camp and everything, too.
Yeah. Look, I liked the first Megan. I thought the second Megan was a step down, but I don't think the first Megan's like masterful. If you love it, that's great. I think Megan the character is a horror icon.
Yeah.
Like, I think Megan the character is stronger than Megan the movies.
That's very interesting.
It's like, I like those, but I think that's true for a lot of horror. Like,
the idea of like Jason is more interesting sometimes than...
have you actually watched the Friday the 13th movies?
I have not.
Well, first of all, you don't get Jason as the killer till the second one. You don't get Jason in the hockey mask until the third one.
Is that Friday the 13th or is that Halloween?
Friday the 13th.
Jason Voorhees? Oh, I thought it was Freddy Krueger who's Friday the 13th.
No. Okay. Freddy. Oh, God. Now you've put me in my head. Michael Myers is the Halloween franchise.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Freddy Krueger is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
Jason Voorhees is Friday the 13th.
There we go. Okay.
Jason Voorhees is like killing kids at camp.
Okay, yeah. You can tell how often I see any of these movies. I saw the first Halloween for the first time last year.
I'm a big fan of all of these, and I still have to stop and think sometimes.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Just because of the names, I'm like, I can picture them, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No, like, Jason in the hockey mask, like, super iconic. Doesn't even happen till the third movie.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like the idea of some of these characters, I do think. Some of these movies are brilliant. Some of these movies are some of my favorites. But it's like you think of like Chucky. It's like, is there great media with Chucky in it? Absolutely. But has Chucky the character sort of taken on this life of his own? I think absolutely. I think Megan's going to live in that same... The movies are fun. The movies are worth a watch. But the joy I feel watching Megan versus the joy I felt when Megan was at Halloween Horror Nights. Oh. I feel like it was just more like, that's my girl. Like, it's like, do you love those movies? They're good. They're fine. Mm-hmm. I love Megan.
Nice.
Yeah. And Final Destination, Bloodlines.
Great things came out about that movie.
I'm going to say it. I think far and away the best in the franchise.
Damn.
I loved that movie. I haven't seen every single Final Destination movie. We just talked about this on the Patreon.
Yeah, you're missing what? 3 and
5.
Yeah.
I've seen them in a bizarre order. Don't watch 4. 4's really bad. But all of them are kind of campy and just I feel like they're all so of their time. They're so kind of that 2000s, 2010s. But I thought the last one was really fucking fun.
I kept hearing from everyone how creative the kills were, how it just kind of like brought new life into the franchise, and that it was really well done.
Well, and it's clever because, you know, that general idea of Final Destination, you're dealing with this idea of if death was supposed to come for you and you sidestep it somehow, death will still find you. That's sort of the whole idea of this franchise. Yeah. So with Bloodlines, you're dealing with this idea of, small spoiler if you haven't seen it, but it is kind of the idea of the movie, essentially like the grandma of the family sidestepped death and managed to live. So now death is coming for the whole family because no one in this bloodline was supposed to exist.
Oh.
Which I thought was actually a very clever take on the whole central thesis.
Yeah. That's really cool.
And a fun way to kind of, well, it's you know what you're getting from a Final Destination movie. It just shakes it up enough to feel fresh.
Yeah.
And yeah, the kills were really fun. One thing that is fun about the Final Destination movies for their silliness, the characters can be smart because it's not about outsmarting it. A lot of times in horror movies, there are those moments of like, well, why the fuck would you do that? But this is fun because it's like, you can be super smart. Death is just going to get you.
Yeah.
So I like that.
There's an inevitability there. I like that.
Yeah. Good year. We had some body horror.
You guys did.
Together was fun. Ugly Stepsister I didn't see, but I know people have said is gross and fun.
Oh, is that a very like Cinderella spinoff kind of thing? Or is that just...
I assume.
Okay.
I still need to catch that one.
Okay, cool.
And then just some cool original stuff. You had Weapons, which is very buzzy and very big right now. Really good movie.
Okay.
And people are loving it.
Yeah.
You had Bring Her Back, which I am so scared to watch.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard hardcore horror people say that one freaked them out a bit.
That's one that people always do, that you are not allowed to watch that to me.
No, I'm debating if I can handle it. And even stuff like Companion, which kind of walked a horror thriller line, but was a ton of fun. And The Monkey, which I loved.
With good old guy Theo James.
Hell yeah. 2 of them.
Man, 2 of them.
Look, it has been a great year for horror movies wherein they took the most beautiful man I've ever seen and gave me 2 of them.
Yeah. Got that with Monkey, got that with Sinners.
Oh my God. What a year.
I have a question for you too. As somebody who does so much sketch comedy and loves horror, that kind of pipeline of sketch comedy writer-performer to horror, because we have that with Jordan Peele.
Zach Kreger.
And we have that with Kreger, because of Whitest Kids You Know. And now doing Barbarian, which the whole Justin Long stuff that you've walked me through is so in line with Whitest Kids You Know, and then having Weapons too. Do you think that's just a trajectory that makes sense because of how a comedian's brain works in terms of like formula and outside the box thinking, or why do you think that happens?
Yeah, because I'm sure I've talked before. It took me a while to really come to horror and find it as something I like. And part of what I was initially really kind of started to find enjoyable about horror, and I think why I even had a fascination with the genre, I was one of those kids where it's like, I won't go see that movie with you, but I will look up the synopsis and obsess over it. And I think part of that is anxiety. I think part of that is like, the idea of like feeling out these feelings that plague me it was very interesting and compelling. But from a comedy perspective, I mean, it's all the same. I love horror and I love dissecting horror in the way my brain loves writing comedy and figuring out how a joke works, because they are fundamentally, and this is not me breaking new ground, trademark this idea. Comedy and horror kind of similar, but truly, it's been said a million times, and it is so true. It is all setup of expectation. Like, you have your setup, you set up your expectations, you surprise the person, you defy you flip what they were expecting, whether that's a punchline or whether that's a scare, and it elicits a human response.
Yeah,
whether that's laughter or a scream.
Oh, absolutely. This comes up in voiceover a lot, actually, with direction, of just the easiest way for you to get a laugh or a scare, either way, same situation, of the reason why when we see like a pair of twins in a hallway and then there's lightning and they disappear, our brain goes, oh no.
Yeah.
Same thing with comedy, right? It's patterns. Our brain loves patterns. And when we don't give it that, our brain freaks out, and it's either humorous or jarring. Or a combination of the two.
One person, then there's the same one a second time. I don't like that.
Unless
they disappear, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
They could be anywhere.
Michael B. Jordan, where'd you go?
Oh no. And Michael A. Jordan. Not my joke.
That's great.
Someone on Letterboxd dropped that one.
Oh.
Yeah, but no, it's absolutely, it's the same. And they're both so about timing. And I do think at the end of the day, they are the genres that I think thrive most off of the human desire to really feel something and have a shared experience.
Sure.
Right? Like, of all the genres the movies I have been most excited this summer to see in a full theater and I think have been most satisfying to see in a full theater were Weapons and Naked Gun.
God, I love that movie so much.
It's so good, but it's that same, I want a bit, like, everyone laughing at a joke together in Naked Gun, or there's a moment in Weapons where my whole theater went together, and like both of those were such incredibly satisfying moments and such a moment of like a big shared human experience.
This is why I just need theaters to get their poop in a group so that I can enjoy those moments. Because when people talk the whole time, I don't get to have that great, oh my gosh, we all gasped at the same moment.
I'm really trying to hold people more accountable. Does this make me sound like an insufferable douche?
No.
I have decided, because I don't like confrontation. I don't love, talking to strangers in a negative capacity. But I've heard so many horror stories from so many people I know about shitty movie experiences, and I'm really trying to double down lately of just like, no, you talk, you get shushed.
Yeah.
You have your phone out and you're just scrolling. Look, if you like check it once, whatever. But if you're just like scrolling Instagram, I'm gonna ask you to put it away.
Well, and it doesn't need to be mean at all, right? It's just
Yeah.
like, hey, could you please turn your phone off?
Yeah.
Hey, could you please be quiet?
Yeah.
I'll do that the first time.
Yep.
And then after that, ish. And then finally I'll turn around and do I need you to stop talking right now.
Yeah.
Because I don't mind confrontation at all.
I love that for you. You come with me always.
Eldest daughter. I've been confronting people my whole life.
Good for you. Good for you, man. I'm a widow baby.
But I love when we have, like when we went and saw Oh Hi. I loved that we had that one person who was reacting so big.
Yeah.
And it made moments in the movie so funny.
Yeah.
Of just those like, oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
Those were great.
Yeah.
And I love a well-placed one of those.
Oh, yeah.
But when people in between are just like, hey, so after this, do you want to go to BJ's for drinks? I'm like, no.
Invite
Shush.
me.
First of all,
I want a Pizookie.
When are we going?
Fuck.
But like, why? Listen to Nicole and come to this place for magic and let it just happen for a little bit.
Yeah. But yes, to answer your question, they're absolutely tied. They're absolutely just all about timing and subverting expectations and getting a big human visceral reaction out of people and processing things. I think they are both genres that can be silly and stupid and fun and an escape. And they are genres that can be, I think, our most powerful tools for talking about issues, talking about the world we live in, processing things that are difficult, comedy and horror. So,
That all makes sense to me.
other things that are good. Stranger Things 5.
We do get that soon.
Trash release schedule.
Yes.
We've talked about it on Patreon.
We have.
It's bad and I hate it. We need a Stranger Things summer, but we're getting that. And I feel like this season's going to be pretty intense.
Yeah.
Presumably, I hope.
Well, fifth and final, yeah. I would hope that they
When
just
it
go.
does feel like this show has kind of gotten darker and more intense as it's gone. Certainly the fourth season ratcheted up the actual, like, this is horror. The fourth season had shades of, Nightmare on Elm Street and Evil Dead, and felt like a lot of little homages to those things. Whereas the first season has scary moments, but it feels way more Spielberg. It feels way more like adventure,
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. Good thing for the horror girlies. Again, good thing for the baby, the horror little.
Yeah. Those of us that are too scared.
Yeah, but like the idea of it. I mean, I feel like Stranger Things actually was. I read that and I was like, that makes a ton of sense because it was I remember having a conversation with someone a couple months after Stranger Things came out. And I was like, that looks good, but I don't like scary things. Oh. I didn't watch it for several months because I was like, I don't know if I could handle it. I don't know if it would scare me. And they really, my friend really convinced me of like, no, I think you could handle it. Like it's, when the scares are coming, it's all pretty homage-y in a way that like nothing tries to catch you super off guard. Okay. And I checked it out and I did feel like that was a first step of maybe I could do this.
Wow. What a big leap to where you are now with horror because, Stranger Things was always something I was like, I can do this.
I mean, to be fair, I love horror. I am still, like, I went into Weapons like I am not going to plug my ears. I still get very scared at horror movies in theaters because regular movies are too loud for me. I have very sensitive hearing, and regular movies sometimes I'm like, Jesus, can we turn this down? So I am often embarrassing the shit out of myself. Like, I just know something's gonna, I just know it's gonna. And the one time I didn't in Weapons, screamed. I screamed. I felt so dumb. It is one of only 2 horror movies to make me actually scream.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's great.
So I'm still a baby in many, many ways, but I enjoy it. So I do my best.
That's awesome.
And then, okay, so as of this recording, opening today, I don't know when the fuck you'll hear this, Universal Horror Unleashed in Las Vegas.
Whoa.
We are getting a year-round Universal Haunt experience.
Oh my God.
Did you not know this was happening?
No.
What?
In your town? I just assume Vegas is your town. That's how I see it.
My town.
That's it. That's yours.
Yeah, I believe it opens today. It is not the first time Vegas has attempted a year-round haunt.
Okay.
In 2013, there was the Eli Roth Goratorium, which lasted a year.
Wow.
So that is one thing I am slightly concerned because tourism is currently down in Vegas. I want to say about 7% overall this year and about 11% in June.
Wow.
So not an ideal time to be opening something big and expensive.
Yeah.
And I feel like every conversation I have heard about this has been like 30% about how cool it looks and 70% about like, let's see if there's a market for this, which does not feel like a great sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to go?
It looks, I do really want to go. It is expensive.
Okay.
That said, it looks, and it's only 4 mazes, which bugs me slightly. Because it is roughly the price of going to horror nights in Hollywood.
Wow.
But they are really pushing the concept that within this warehouse they've built, they keep using everyone's favorite word in marketing right now, immersive. They keep pushing how immersive this is, that it's not just you're like walking through a theme park and then you go, and there are scare zones, but you know, like in horror nights where you're just like kind of walking through a theme park, maybe walking through a horror zone, and then you get to a maze and you wait in line and you go in. There are a couple things they're pushing that I think will really set this apart for big horror fans. And I think the question is, how many big horror fans are there who are going to like travel to see this? How many people are going to be in Vegas who are actually going to take the time off to go off strip to pay like $70 to do this?
Yeah.
And are people going to be in the mood for this in like April? I don't know. But a couple of things they are doing that I think will really set this apart. They do keep pushing the immersiveness of the experience. I know it's supposed to be sort of this warehouse where like tying in the idea of like universal filmmaking, where it's sort of the warehouse where the films were made, or like where things are stored. There's different sort of settings and everything's like cursed and haunted and these like monsters have been unleashed.
Okay.
I know it also ties in some of the Universal Orlando Horror Nights has like crazy amounts of lore. Like I hear people talking about that, and as someone who's only been to Hollywood, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who are these people? Who the fuck is Jack? Who the fuck is Chance? Like, what is happening? But they have like icons, they have lore, they have backstory, they have like shit that ties it all together.
That's crazy.
And Hollywood's just like, you want to see? Yeah, exactly. So this ties it all together. Supposedly, like the settings in between the actual mazes are very immersive. There are themed bars, themed experiences, themed entertainment within that beyond those 4 houses. The 4 houses they have also sound very, very cool. And my understanding is they are getting away from every like haunt fan's least favorite thing, which is the conga line. Right? When you are at a large haunt event, and it's part of why I've explained to you, like, sometimes they're not as scary as they look. Because yes, like walking through this set on your own with actors popping out of you would be pants shitting. But what actually ends up happening on like a busy Halloween Horror Nights is move, come on, keep walking, and there's 30 people in front of you and 30 people like behind you, and you're all nuts to butts, and any jump scare you've seen happen to the guy like 5 up from you. Allegedly, they are going to time this so you're in smaller groups, like pacing it out so you're not conga lined through, and allegedly it is some of the rooms are going to have more of an immersive like show element. Ooh. Where you're not just shuffling through, where things actually happen that you get to like kind of slow down and watch happen as you're moving through the maze.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So that looks cool. And like I said, they have a classic Universal's Monsters maze, Texas Chainsaw, which they did it at Horror Nights this past year and was one of the scarier mazes. Scarecrow the Reaping, which I know they did a Scarecrow maze in Hollywood, and it scared the fucking pants off me. It scared me so bad that I went with friends. It was like my first time doing a haunt of that scale. We were a couple in, and I was like, I'm feeling brave. I'll go first.
Oh, no.
And I got so scared. I know a maze has scared me really, really good. If I get so flustered and so scared, I try to run into an actor's hidey hole with them. Right? When they like pop out and pop back, I just get like, and like run with them, and they're like, go that way. I'm like, oh, fuck, sorry. So that one got that out of me. And then The Exorcist Believer.
Oh, that would fuck me up.
Good properties, good mazes. I hope it's great. We shall see.
Yeah.
we shall see. On the Universal front of other things that I think are exciting this year, I will probably not be going to Halloween Horror Nights this year. Because I think I'm doubling down on Knott's Scary Farm.
Oh, that's right.
Because I have a pass, and I will probably get the Scary Farm pass. But and also, okay, here's the thing. Horror Nights got some great properties that people will be very excited about. Did that
Sorry
pick
for
up on
that
camera?
crunch, probably.
Jesus
probably.
Christ.
Sorry, y'all.
Are you
some horrific ASMR for you?
Jesus.
Those are my shoulders.
But some really good properties. Nothing I am personally like, oh, I gotta be there. I wouldn't say it like that. I don't want to say it like that.
I hope you do.
Oh God. Terrifier. Oh. And like I'm gonna be so real. A lot of properties that I feel like there are going to be many guests of the adolescent variety at Horror Nights this year.
Is it Five Nights at Freddy's?
Five Nights at Freddy's, Terrifier, and Fallout.
Oh.
Which is probably going to be very fun. They're also getting, I think, in Hollywood, Poltergeist and Jason.
Okay.
Like kind of the Jason verse.
Ooh, are they going to go to space? I know that's a movie.
I don't think so, but fingers crossed.
Man.
I'll buy a ticket for that. Which, again, great properties, but between like Five Nights at Freddy's and Terrifier, it's just like, oh, that's going to attract a large crowd. And I like it just feels antithetical to my general goal, which is like, don't be around
people,
16-year-olds more than I have to. Like, God bless. They're lovely, but like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I went through it. Every time I see teenagers, I'm just like, Christ, I'm glad that's not me.
Yeah.
That just sucks.
My Chemical Romance just starts playing in my head.
Sure, fair. Apparently the Terrifier maze will have a wet and a dry ending, at least in Orlando.
Oh, no.
TBD on Hollywood, but I think that's really funny.
Fallout would be so fun.
Yeah.
I would go to that. I love Fallout.
And then Universal, once again, been a big year for Universal horror.
Yeah.
They're really, I think they ran numbers and realized like we are leaving money on the table.
Well, they have been trying to launch a dark universe for years. Some Chris lore. I had a meeting with the head of Universal Casting that my manager had set up years ago of like doing one of the like girl in the chair kind of roles, like the Oracle kind of thing, to be a support system for one of the MonsterVerse movies. And I was so excited about it. I was so pumped. And that whole thing obviously blew up and did not happen in any way, shape, or form. But they had done, like, they were so all in on it. I don't know if you remember, like, the big spread they did, too, of, like, here's Tom Cruise, and we're already going to have Luke Evans, and we're going to have Johnny Depp, because they're all going to be part of the MonsterVerse.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, they, like, bet big on it, and then the
Wow.
Mummy was what it was.
Right.
And then the Dracula movie too was so poorly received, and they just fizzled on all of it. So it's nice to see them actually getting the property to work for them.
Yeah.
And especially because it seems like they're just going back to like basics. Of,
Which brings me to my last talking point, my
excellent.
last bullet point. We got this year with the opening of Epic Universe just the biggest, coolest fucking representation of the classic Universal monsters that we've ever gotten, you know, in a theme park, in real life, anything like that. Because one of the lands at Epic Universe is Dark Universe, which is supposed to be the village of Darkmoor, which the whole idea is it's this place where Dracula and Frankenstein and the Wolfman and the Mummy and the Invisible, all these characters smush together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah. And it looks fantastic. I feel like general fan feedback on that area has been great. Maybe a little small, but overall really, really cool. I do feel like one of the best reviewed and most consistently working rides at Epic Universe at this point has been Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein experiment.
I've seen clips of that.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks cool.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. I actually haven't seen clips of it because I am really trying to go in and be surprised.
That makes sense.
But I do know you see Dracula's little feet at one point.
Aw. I wonder what he has on Wiki Feet. Gotta find out.
It's better than me. I'm going to fucking scream.
I mean, to be fair, he was made. I mean, as were you, but like he was constructed artificially.
Dracula.
Yeah.
Did I say Frankenstein?
Oh, no. Well, I thought he was an animatronic.
Oh, I thought you meant the character.
Oh, no, I thought.
I'm like, that's Frankenstein.
No, I thought it was an animatronic of
Sure.
Dracula.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Those are rubber tootsies.
That ride has also already passed 1 million riders
Whoa.
since the park opened in, I want to say April or May.
Damn.
Look, if I may, just nerd out for a second.
Yeah.
Universal has that proprietary Kuka arm system. It's the same thing if you've ever been on Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, which is our big Harry Potter ride in California. They have it in Florida as well. It's essentially like 4 seats across. You're hooked on an arm. The arm rolls and then the seats move. Mm-hmm. Almost like you're on like it looks almost like a construction machine, but then it just like whips you everywhere. Mm-hmm. The ride capacity of that ride, of a Kuka arm system, because it's a continual load, so you just move onto a conveyor belt, 4 people, lock, go, and the ride keeps moving. Phenomenal. The fucking way that just moves through people. Oh. This is something I like. This is a niche thing I find very nerdy and interesting, is sort of that mechanics of when you're building rides in parks, how do you create something that just like consumes a lot of guests per hour? Because that can really help the flow of a park. One issue with Epic Universe is they have all these very cool rides, but the big Harry Potter ride, Battle for the Ministry, has had a lot of technical issues, so a lot of downtime, and it's just like a relatively slow load.
Okay.
So like that one is regularly a several hour wait. Monsters Unchained, consistently, I see people online constantly like, that was my favorite ride of the day. Why did I only wait 15 minutes for it?
Whoa. Oh, that's nice.
Because it's a fucking people eater. Mm-hmm. So shout out to that ride system. The animatronics on that look dope as hell. That looks great. They also have a little spinny coaster that's werewolf themed that looks quite fun.
Ooh.
And they also have walk around characters that look amazing. They have you seen Igor?
No.
Oh, people are loving him. There's like a weird, like little fucked up Igor walking around.
Nice.
He's not fucked up, but he's just like a weird little guy.
Yeah.
They have an invisible man who's like hella mean to people. And just like tells them to like kill themselves.
Damn.
No, I don't think he uses those exact words, but like they do let him be meaner than usual. They have, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein. And I know it's Frankenstein's monster, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Colloquial, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then they have the Burning Blade Tavern, which is, it makes like kind of no logical sense, but I'm obsessed with it.
Okay.
It's a big windmill wherein you can buy like snacks and beverages. And I think once an hour or once the sun goes down, it catches fire. like in the movie when the villagers light the windmill on fire.
Oh, that's amazing.
It looks so cool.
I love that.
And I want
That's great.
If I want to just go sit in there and drink a little themed cocktail so badly. It's all I want. Rest of Epic Universe looks good too, but that's not what we're talking about today. Oh, you can also get your face painted like a little monster.
Cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
Which one would you get?
Ooh, I'd probably be a little wolf man. Just be a little feral dog.
I love that.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, Gilman is my favorite, like Creature from the Black Lagoon, which there are theories. I think there's some ride systems being kind of discussed and maybe something that's like patented from another park that there's rumors of a Creature from the Black Lagoon dark ride, or boat ride, which I would lose my mind. I love that little freak.
Absolutely.
I love how horny he is. My kind of fellow.
Reminds me of somebody.
Horny little freaks.
Yeah.
I love that movie. It's so fucking good. But yeah, that's Dark Universe. Like I said, Universal showing the fuck up.
Yeah. What
Movies
a year.
showing the fuck up.
What a year for you little horror babies.
You know,
Love that for you guys.
I'm just
And little pieces for the rest of us normies.
I'm just a little guy walking through the world, so very scared, going, what if this, but I decided on it? What if this existential dread, but I paid $70 to feel it? Oh, wouldn't that be exciting?
It is.
It is.
Great.
And I was gonna be like, are you? No, you want none of this. But
I'm excited. Dark Universe seems really cool.
Yeah.
I'm very into that because I like all those classic monster movies, and I loved Sinners. That was my spooky thing this year, and I'm very excited for Stranger Things.
I love that we're finding levels to this.
exactly.
Of like horror should be for everyone, because that's the thing. I feel like horror fans are quick to be like, you should watch this, you can handle this. And it's like, I never want to push anyone outside of their comfort zone, but I do think there is look, I thought I hated this, and I just kind of needed to figure out how to dip my toe in my little Dracula piggy in a way that felt comfortable and safe for me.
Yeah.
And start to recognize, like, this isn't the existential horror of the universe. This is an adrenaline rush in a way that I am controlling.
Yeah.
And I can enjoy.
Sure. I went into Sinners knowing nothing except that Michael B. Jordan would play two roles, and that Haley, what's her face, is in it. Seinfeld, yeah, is in this. And that's all I knew. And then I walked out being like, that is my favorite musical I've ever seen. This is great. I love this movie.
But also, fuck that snake. That snake scared me so
the
bad.
snake scared me so bad. That was a scream for me and
Yeah.
Logan. Yeah, both of us were like, no.
Yeah.
But man, and then Stranger Things. I'm so hyped for it. We're going to have to do like a recap to get people ready too for that, because you know so much about that show.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
Oh, I feel like you do.
It's my favorite TV show. Don't ask me what's happening. None of it sticks in my brain. It's so bad. It's like, okay. So, like, I'll try to explain it to people. I'm like, right. So the Russians have a portal. No, there's a rift. Maybe there's a Demogorgon, but we don't really see him much anymore because there's a guy now. There's a guy. He was bad.
Yep.
He was, I want to see the play. There's also a Paranormal Activity play coming to LA.
I saw that.
I'm so scared.
It confuses me so much.
I'm so scared. It looks cool.
Yeah.
And a Stranger Things play.
Yeah. I'm really interested in the Stranger Things play.
Every time I read that, I go, what? No, I did know that.
Yeah.
Like Stranger Things lore. Just, I got it. Go on. I like my friends.
Yeah.
I like my friends. I watch that show and I'm like,
Yeah.
Look at them go.
I just like seeing my buddies in Hawkins. It's nice. Man, what time. Amy, thank you for walking us through.
Oh my God, of
all
course.
these things.
Thank you for letting me spare my husband another circle around of like, okay, but another thing I think just like looks really cool about Dark Universe.
I love it. People get so excited when you talk about theme park stuff, though. I've told you, there's been a called shot, too, of like, people want you to explain in detail how the Star Wars ride works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can do that as one, too.
I did have to look up how that the transport at the beginning works because that effect broke my brain.
I was so confused.
It's actually quite easy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get into
You
it.
want No.
We'll save it. Save it. Don't tell the people. Don't give it all away.
Well, and that's okay. That quick sidebar. One of my favorite things about theme parks is so often with modern theme parks, there's effects. Now there is just like unbelievable tech coming into play here. Like again, some of those animatronics, fucking unreal.
Yeah.
A lot of theme park magic, a lot of these effects that look like holy shit, the most impressive thing I've ever seen. Simple.
Oh.
A lot of it is like still a fucking Pepper's ghost. That wouldn't make logical sense. But
What's a Pepper's ghost?
oh, Pepper's ghost is an old technique from like the like fucking like vaudeville, like old theater parlor trick kind of thing. Where essentially I don't understand the exact mechanics of it, but all the ghosts on Haunted Mansion are Pepper's ghost.
Okay.
Where it's essentially you're like reflecting, I think you're like reflecting you're essentially just like reflecting off a mirror.
Oh.
And it like creates this ghostly image.
Okay.
But there are current effects. There's like a beast transformation, spoiler alert, there's like a beast transformation in Tokyo Disneyland that blows people's mind. It's like the transformation from the beast to a human. It's just a really complicated, really well done Pepper's ghost.
Cool.
Yeah.
Man.
And again, like some of the effects on Star Wars, unreal. Some of the effects, you read about it and you go, oh, I mean, yeah, that's just the easiest. It's like all Occam's razor. Like that's just the easiest way to do that. Sure.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, thank you, dear listener, for being here. We appreciate you.
The effect behind Dracula's nasty little feet. Now that gets tricky.
Thanks for being here. If you like this, go find us over on Patreon, Two Filthy Casuals Pod. That way you get 2 bonus podcasts each month. Good stuff over there. That's just for the price of a cup of coffee. And in this economy, what a deal. What a bargain. Good for you. If you were watching this on YouTube, thank you. Please subscribe, please like, please share. His little feetsies.
What would you give those on Wiki Feet?
I mean, it's a blurry image. I'd probably go around a 3.
I'm still ahead.
You are. You are. If you are watching this on YouTube already, go check us out on Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you get your podcasts and that good stuff. Vice versa, too. If you're listening to the audio, go find us on YouTube. Yay.
Everyone swap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Change places.
Comment, like, share. All that stuff actually really does help us because then we get the algorithm daddy on our side. We need him.
Oh my God. Can I tell you a really quick story about how broken my brain is?
Yes.
I was driving and I saw a bumper sticker on a car that said Husky Dad. And my immediate thought was, nothing wrong with that. And then I realized he had a dog. But no joke, for half a second, I was like, oh, hell yeah.
No notes. That's perfect. Well, to all you Husky
I tried to
dads,
pull up like, I'll be the judge of that.
that's amazing.
Did you tell me I have a Patreon? I was looking
I
up
did,
Dracula's
yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
We've
for
done
taking
that.
it from there.
No problem.
Until next time, I'm Amy Newman.
I'm Chris Carr.
And if you followed this fandom, you'd be home by now.
Bye, Husky Dads.
Bye, Husky Dads.